Hey, first graders, it's time for our math lesson for the day. Today, we're just going to review some simple math rules. I have 3 equations up here on the board. I'm going to go ahead and erase those lines. But you'll notice that all 3 of these equations have something in common. If you decided that it's because they all have a plus sign, you are right. So remember, the plus sign tells us that we're adding the numbers together. So we're adding partners to make a new total. The other thing you might have noticed is that all 3 of these equations have one of the partners as the number 0. Okay, so now here's a super important rule to remember. Whenever one of the partners is 0, so if you're adding 2 numbers and one of them is 0, the total is going to be the same as the other partner. Okay, we can think about it if we put it in a story problem. So I'm going to pretend I have these little magnets. I'm going to pretend they are scoops of ice cream. Okay, so if we look at this first equation, let's read it together. 2 plus 0 equals blank. I'm solving for a total. I'm going to put that in a story problem to make it more clear. I went to the Merc for ice cream and I ordered 2 scoops of chocolate ice cream and 0 scoops of vanilla ice cream. How many scoops of ice cream did I order altogether? Well, if I have 2 scoops of chocolate and 0 vanilla, the answer is 2. 2 scoops would be the answer. So see, I'm adding 0 to 2. My total stays the same as this first partner. Okay, let's look at the next one. 3 plus 0 equals blank. Let's turn these magnets into kitty cats this time, okay? I have 3 cats at my house and my friend has 0. How many cats do my friend and I have all together? Well, if I have 3 and my friend has 0, together we have 1, 2, 3. And the label would be cats because the question was, how many cats do my friend and I have all together? Okay, last one. What I did here was I just flipped the 0 to be the first partner, and that's okay. I'm still adding these 2 numbers together. So this time it says 0 plus 4 equals blank. I'm still solving for a total. Let's make our magnets be, let's see, how about strawberries? My daughter picked 0 strawberries, and my son picked 4 strawberries. How many strawberries did they pick all together? Well, my daughter picked 0. My son picked 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 4 strawberries. Strawberries would be the label on that one. Okay, so the rule, one more time, is whenever you're adding 0 to another number, the total is going to be the same as that other number. It's going to stay the same. All right. Let's move on. Let's look at 0 again. But this time, I'm going to write a different equation on the board, and there's going to be something different about it. Let me see if you can figure it out without me telling you at first. Let's say I'm actually going to write 2. What's different about those equations this time? I hope you all found it. This time we have a different math symbol. This is called a minus sign, which tells us that we're going to subtract or take away from the original amount. So this equation says 3 minus 0 equals blank. This one says 4 minus 0 equals blank. We can put these into story problems again to help us really understand what they're asking. Let's use ice cream scoops again for this first one, okay? Let's say our class pet Toothless went to the Merc and he ordered 3 scoops of ice cream. 1, 2, 3. He had a belly ache, and so he ate 0 of those scoops. How many scoops does Toothless still have? Well, he started with 3. He ate 0, so he still has 3. Okay, let's try another one. This equation says 4 minus 0 equals blank. Let's turn the number 4 into slices of pizza. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ordered 4 slices of pizza. I ate 0 of those slices. How many slices do I have left? I still have 4 because I ate 0. And the label on that one would be slices. 4 slices would be the answer. So 0 is kind of a magical number because whenever we're adding 0 to another number, the answer is going to stay the same as the other number. Whenever we're subtracting, it stays the same because we aren't taking any away. Okay, let's change gears here. This time, we're going to add 1 to another number. Okay, so I'm going to look at these 2 equations. This first one says 2 plus 1 equals blank. The second one says 3 plus 1 equals blank. The rule this time that we need to think about is whenever we add 1 to another number, the answer is just going to be the next number. I'm going to move this forward so you can see here. Okay, so for example, let's think about that first, and then I'll show you with the magnets. 2 plus 1. Okay, I'm adding 1 to the 2, so it's going to be the next number. What number comes after 2 when we count? 2, 3. I bet the answer is going to be 3. Let's double check it. 1, 2 there. 1 here. 2, 3. The answer is 3. Next one. If that pattern stays true, which it should, we're adding 1 to another number, the total is going to be the next number. So what number comes after 3? 4. 4. 3 and 1 more. Is it 4? 3 plus 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Let's try 1 more. This time let's use a bigger number. Let's try 7. 7 plus 1 equals blank. Without even putting the magnets up there, let's remember the rule. Whenever we add 1 to another number, the other number is just going to get bigger by 1, or it's going to be the next number. So think, what number comes after 7? 7, 8. When we take away, when we change this and we turn it into subtraction, we're taking 1 from this original amount. So this number is going to get smaller by 1. And the answer is going to be the number that comes before the 7. So what number comes before 7? Or is 1 number less than 7? Let's see if we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 6. And I'm going to double check that with a quick circle join. I'm going to start with 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to take away 1, and I should have 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it worked. Okay, last rule we're going to talk about is when we're adding or subtracting, 2. Okay, when we're adding 2 to another number, 4 plus 2, this number is going to get bigger by 2. So we would count on 2 more. We would say 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try another one of those. Let's do 3 plus 2. This number is going to get bigger by 2. 3, 4, 5. can double check it with a circle drawing. Here's my 3, here's my 2, and I can go back and count 3, 4, 5. When we're subtracting 2, it's going to get smaller by 2. Let's look at this equation. 4 minus 2 equals blank. If I can't think of the number that's too smaller than 4 at the top of my head, I can draw a circle drawing. So start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take away 2. 1, 2, and I'm left with 2. Let's try one more. 5 minus 2 equals blank. Start with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take away 2. 1, 2. Our number we have left is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one more time. When we're adding or subtracting 0 to a number, the answer is going to stay the same as the other number. When we're adding a 1 to another number, the answer is going to be 1 greater or the next number. When we're subtracting, it's going to be 1 fewer or the number that comes before. When we're adding 2, it's going to be 2 greater. When we're subtracting 2, it's going to be 2 less. And for those subtracting and adding 2s, I suggest you use circle drawings to double check your work. Okay, so your job is to get your math workbook. Turn to page 14. Looks like this. It's the back side of the paper that you did yesterday. I want you to watch your signs. That means some of these are addition, some of them are subtraction. If it's an addition problem and you subtract, you're going to get the wrong answer. So watch your signs. Make sure you're adding when you see the addition sign. Make sure you're subtracting when you see the minus sign. Take a picture of your finished work and submit it on Seesaw.